What is going on with the New York Knicks right now? And we have to talk about it. All that and much more on the Knicks Digest. What's up, guys? It's your boy, Dariel. So now there's reports circling around saying that the Knicks might not be done. There's reports going out saying that the Knicks are actually receiving and they're taking calls on Mitchell Robinson, trying to see if they can move him. What is going on right now? I haven't had enough time to process the Karl Anthony Towns trade. I haven't had enough time to process Julius Randle and Donte DiVincenzo not going to have a Knick uniform this upcoming season. And now Mitchell Robinson is being thrown in trade rumors. And I don't know, man. On one hand, Mitchell Robinson being in trade rumors, I'm not opposed to it because I think this is going to be Mitchell Robinson's 7th or 8th season. And 4 out of the last 6 seasons, he's been healthy. But the 2 seasons that he's not been healthy, it's been really bad. He missed anywhere between 25 to maybe 40, 45 games. The reports coming out as to the reason why we actually traded for Karl Anthony Towns is because Mitchell Robinson's ankle is actually a lot worse than we all know. The Leon Rose and the front office, they do a really good job of just keeping stories down low and keeping it hush-hush. And again, some of the articles that I've been seeing, some of the articles and reports that Chris and I have been reporting on is that Mitchell Robinson is going to be out for an extended period of time. So that is the reason why they traded for Karl Anthony Towns. And that is the reason why Mitchell Robinson's name is out right now in the trade rumors. So it looks like, for all Knicks fans, the Knick team that we were actually expecting to see on the court, the Jalen Brunson, the Mikal, the OG, the Josh Hart, the Donte, the Julius Randle, the Mitchell Robinson, that is completely out the window. Donte DiVincenzo, Julius Randle, no more part of the Knick team. And now it looks like Mitchell Robinson could also not be part of the Knick team. Now, once we wrap our mind around that, okay, what are we going to be looking for a Mitchell Robinson? I just finished talking about how he is a bit of an injury-prone player. So how much are other teams looking for Mitchell Robinson? How much do we have to give up? I mean, depending on the first-round picks, teams are obviously going to be looking for that. They're probably going to be looking for a little bit more to soften the blow for trading for a Mitchell Robinson. I mean, Karl Anthony Towns right now is our starting big. If we trade Mitchell Robinson, we need somebody that is a solid backup. And the players that Chris and I have been reporting since the beginning of the summer, we're looking at a Walker Kessler. We're looking at Chris's guy, a Nick Richards. DeAndre Ayton was thrown into the Knicks rumored trade mill a couple of weeks ago. I mean, at this point, man, with Karl Anthony Towns as our starting big, if Tibbs wants to see Karl Anthony Towns play that big man spot for the duration of the season, then we just need a solid big. Then we need a Walker Kessler. Another name that comes to mind is Jalen Duren from the Detroit Pistons. Even though Detroit, I don't think they're really going to be willing to part ways with him. Jalen Duren is super young. I think he's like 23. He just finished his sophomore season in the league. A lot of upside. That's him and Cade Cunningham is definitely a cornerstone that you can build around. So I don't think the Detroit Pistons are even willing to hear about Jalen Duren talks. But yeah, man, I don't know. It just looks like this upcoming season, we're just going to see a completely different team. Mitchell Robinson might not be on the team. Cat starting at the 5. Donte not coming off the bench. Obviously, Randle not going to be here. And again, man, like I said in the beginning of this video, Randle not being a part of this team, I still haven't even had time to really process it because I was so looking forward to at least giving Randle this season without any trepidation, without any, I'm not going to, whatever he did during his Knick tenure before this upcoming season, I'm literally just throwing in the background. I'm not looking at it anymore. I was going to come into this season with such a clean slate. I was going to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I was going to literally kind of act like it was his rookie season. With this amount of talent that the Knicks have collected, the re-signing of OG, trading for Mikal, Jalen Brunson's ascension, Josh Hart, Donte DiVincenzo coming off the bench, this would have been Julius Randle's best opportunity to prove to everybody that he is a winner, that he is willing to do whatever it takes to win, that he is going to step up to the plate. And now that is just completely just stripped away from us. So now Randle's not here to prove that. Donte's not here. Mitchell Robinson is going to be more than likely not going to be on the team. So what are we looking at? We're looking at Karl Anthony Towns being our big man. Precious Achiuwa right now backing him up alongside Jericho Sims. And again, like I keep saying, what are teams going to be looking for a injury-prone Mitchell Robinson? Are they going to be looking for another player added? I mean, that also depends on contracts and the players that are going to be in the trade package. Contracts have to line up. The teams are going to be asking for a little bit more because Mitchell Robinson is a bit of an injury-prone player. I don't know, man. I'm just like taken aback about how like everything is just happening now. Happening, and I haven't even had time to process the Julius Randle trade. So we'll see what happens. I mean, if Tibbs is going to have Cat stay at that 5 position, I don't know how I feel about that. I would rather us pick up a solid 5, maybe a Nick Richards, a Walker Kessler, start them at the 5, and have Karl Anthony Towns play his natural position of 4. He's like an Anthony Davis. He likes playing the 4 more than a 5. That way, Cat doesn't have to take all the bruising and the banging. And on top of that, like, if he's going to be playing the 4, his advantages at the 4 spot every night is going to be a lot more than the 5 spot. The video that I put out, depending on when this video drops, I might have put it out already or it's going to be coming out. I talk about how at the 5 spot, Cat is going to have to be going up against the Bam Adebayos of the world, the Brook Lopez's of the world, the Kristaps Porzingis of the world. And those players that I mentioned, like, it's not a cakewalk. Against those players, Cat is really going to have to show up. But at the 4 position, name me a prominent 4. The only player that I can think about right now is Giannis Antetokounmpo. And between Giannis and Cat, I'm giving the nod to Giannis. I think I'm not crazy for saying that. But other than Giannis, what other power forward in the East are we looking at that's going to be able to go bar for bar, that's going to be able to go bucket for bucket with Cat? I can't think of any. So I would rather see Cat play the 4 than the 5. I'd rather have a solid 5 that we could just depend on for rebounds, for blocking shots, cleaning up the glass, just altering shots whenever guards beat their man off the dribble and get their 2 feet in the paint. Blocking shots or altering shots, either or. I'd rather have just a Walker Kessler or Nick Richards just taking up that 5 spot and just banging with Joel Embiid, Bam Adebayo, the other bigs that I mentioned, and have Cat all the room and space to operate against a 4-man who's not as good skill-wise or talent-wise as Cat. But as you guys may have already know, I'm a little weary of the Cat trade and Cat and his potential and his talent. I feel like he's been very disappointing and he hasn't really played to his potential. And this upcoming season, man, we're going to see what happens. But Mitchell Robinson being in these trade rumors, like, oh my God, the Knicks team that we all fell in love with, it might not even happen anymore, man. We're more than likely gonna see a completely different team. Maybe by opening tip, bro. By opening night, we're probably gonna see a whole different team. Cat starting at the 5, and maybe Mitchell Robinson's replacements, whether it be Nick Richards, Walker Kessler, DeAndre Ayton, a Jalen Duren. I mean, that's like, I'm really throwing it out there. Maybe I'm trying to manifest that, but it might be, as far as like big men, it might be completely different. I mean, Randall and Dante DiVincenzo, we're not going to see them anymore in a Knick uniform. Like, there's a lot to process here, man. There's a lot to process here. My hair is looking crazy because I'm kind of stressed. I'm kind of just like all over the place. But guys, I want to say thank you so much for checking this video out. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Let me know what you guys think about Mitchell Robinson being in trade talks right now. The Knicks front office willingly listening to Mitchell Robinson trade talks. Julius Randle not being here, Dante DiVincenzo. Let me know what you guys think about this complete overhaul of the Knicks team. But until next time, I'm still flustered. I still can't give you my traditional sign off. So until next time, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching this video. Hit that thumbs up. Subscribe to the Knicks Digest YouTube channel, where Chris and I, we keep bringing you all the content, all the reports, up to date as much as we can. But until next time, I'll check you out in the next video. Peace.